Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. It is an absolutely gorgeous day and we're heading up north to fish with our buddy Rob. These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, kind of an interesting time of year for me. Before I go fishing each week, I look at the 10-day forecast, and I saw that this particular day was going to be unusually warm for late October. So I called my buddy Rob, and he had a day off today, and I know that you're always muskie fishing this time of year, but you said you do a little walleye fishing with me.
I said I'd do whatever you need to do. You needed to get out in the boat, you got to do whatever Johnny wants to do.
No, I appreciate that, and there's nothing I like more than a warm day in late October, and we got a nice breeze today, and we got our buddy Henry Abbott along, and walleye fishing can be pretty darn good this time of year, can't it?
It can. Hopefully it is today.
So as far as baits are concerned, you bring everything, huh?
Yeah, we've got minnows. We're at that water temp, we're sitting here, in the upper 50s. It's a little bit warmer than it really should be this time of year, but from what I've been hearing, it's been a minnow bite, and days when the fish are aggressive, they're hitting artificial, so I know what you're gonna throw.
Well, again, I want to thank you for taking the day off from muskie fishing and doing this. We'll have fun, right?
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
Hey folks, let's show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this.
For muskie and pike, Seaguar threadlock is my favorite braid. It's a 16-strand hollow core, very tight weave, very round, does not dig into the spool, amazing sensitivity and feel, and you literally will grow old waiting for this stuff to fray. The longevity is amazing. It's the absolute best braid I've ever used. For more information, seaguar.com.
Folks, fall and winter is coming, and for us, that means getting our ATVs and our UTVs ready. And Amsoil, makes a product for everything a sportsman needs. And you even got an oil change kit for my UTV.
Absolutely. We've got oil for any UTV, ATV out there, and what we're taking a look at is oil change kits for the do-it-yourselfer. So we got everything that you need for oil change for a Polaris 2013 and newer in this kit right over here.
And you got Can-Am?
Can-Am, Yamaha, Honda, all the viscosities you need to change your oil on any UTV, ATV.
And that's one thing, folks, that I love about Amsoil is that you can go on their website and they'll tell you what kind of oil you need for what specific machine you have.
Yeah, with the lookup guide, it really has everything there. So just put in your make, model, year, and ready to go.
Hey, thanks for keeping us on the road smooth, safe, and clean. Folks, go to amsoil.com for more information.
There we go, John.
Hey, welcome back. Robbie's going to be the first to connect on a gorgeous late October day. You need the net there, Rob?
I got it. It's just a little pike, actually.
Oh, let's see here.
Little pike.
No, as we talked about in the open, you get a few of these nice warm days, Indian summer, and fishing can actually be really good or really bad on these warmer days, huh?
Yeah, no, I mean, when you have a warm up, in the middle of October, usually maybe like the first day fishing's okay, but if it's prolonged 2-3 days, things aren't supposed to warm up this time of year. It's supposed to cool down.
Here we go, Rob, back of the boat, buddy. I don't know, I hope it's not a pike. Feels pretty decent.
Yeah, it's not doing the twists and twirls like
No, here he is, and we have ourselves Ooh, there we go, Rob. That's a nice walleye right there. And you know, this time of the year, folks, Rob likes to use a lot of live bait, and I don't blame him. Day in and day out, that is probably the way to go. But I like to, you know, you got 3 guys in the boat, try different things, and I'm using a jerk minnow here with a 1/4 ounce starter head jig. And as we mentioned before, fishing between 16, 20 feet of water, and I am getting green weeds. And you find the green weeds in that deeper water this time of year, Rob? Is that the target?
Yeah, and the lake, particular lake that we're fishing here, John, we're just kind of working the edges and the pockets. You know, it's a big weed flat here, and we're just kind of moving around, you know, looking for open spots. I mean, you've got a little bit heavier jig, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with using a plastic, especially if you're a good artificial jig fisherman like yourself. But, you know, with 3 people in the boat, you know, to start off, you know, throwing a mix of different things is the way to go. But we're more or less looking for the edge and little pockets.
That one was just a few casts later, Rob. This is so fun, folks. You get out here on one of these warm October days, and you know winter's coming. This is just so neat. All right, here he is, and we got ourselves another walleye. Another keeper, Rob. That is awesome. No, folks, I've been, as you know, if you watch the show, I've been under the weather the last month, and this just feels so good to be out here, see a little last of the fall colors coming, and using a jerk minnow like I love to do. And that's a legal walleye, Rob. That's probably 16, 17 inches. And Rob, one thing I wanted to ask you about, you know, being late October, and you know, you can have some nice days in November too. Is it worth coming out walleye fishing in November?
Well, yeah, I mean, you just aren't going to see a lot of people walleye fishing that time of year, but I mean, you know, there's always a good fall bite for something going on. I mean, years back, you know, when we haven't done something like this in ages, you know, you're killing me not musky fishing, but I mean, you know, we used to target crappies late in the fall, you know, walleyes, but yeah, I mean, everything is still biting. You know, it's always something going on.
Another one, Rob. Let's see what we got here,
You're on
buddy.
fire there, JG.
I don't know. What do we got here? We got ourselves. Now, oh, that was a teensy northern pike, Rob. That was about a good solid 14-incher right there.
I would have rigged them up for a musky bite.
Yeah, we could. Actually, you can do that in the state of Wisconsin. A little pike like that, you can put a quick strike rig on them, and a muskie will hit them. But you got it, Rob. What's the rule to use and fish for bait?
You know, it just has to be a legal fish for the lake that you're on, and it has to count towards your daily bag. But
okay, and you can't use it on another lake. It has to be on the lake you caught it on.
Yeah, and since we have no musky gear along, that's not going to happen today.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. This Strike Master 24-volt electric ice auger just got a huge price cut. Last year was $449, and now the everyday price is $299.99. Available now.
Folks, this is the type of that weed we're fishing in, like I said before, anywhere 16 to 20 feet of water. And Rob, one question I wanted to ask you, you know, ice fishing isn't that far away. Will these deep weeds stay green, and is it worth marking these spots to come back and ice fish these areas?
Yeah, and a lot of the deep clear lakes, at least through the month of December, you know, the weeds will stay nice and green. And yeah, I mean, it would be, you're catching them in October, November. They're going to be there the first couple weeks of December, you know, maybe into January, and then, you know, progressively move a little bit deeper. But yeah, it's always worth marking spots that you caught fish on in open water to see and whatever. And I think you got one right now.
Like I said, folks, I am having the time of my life here, and we got ourselves I don't know about the net there, Henry, maybe not, but another beautiful legal walleye there. But again, folks, you know, that really is a good tip, and I've done that in the past, where I'll drive around on these deep clear lakes and find a weed edge or green weeds and mark it on my Humminbird, and then, you know, I can transfer that to my ice fishing Humminbird and come out and know that I'm in a really good spot. So Rob, that's 3 on plastics. What are you thinking, buddy?
The aggressive jigging style might be the way to go, at least today, or at least for right now, but I'm gonna try a shiver minnow and see what happens.
Yeah, that's interesting. But one thing, you know, too, is when you're using plastics or a shivered minnow, there's no guessing. I mean, they hit it right away. You don't have to let them go or anything like that.
I mean, it's an instantaneous whap and set the hook.
We are fishing the lakes of Vilas County, a 4.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 5.5 hours from Chicago, and 4 hours from Minneapolis.
New Mega Live imaging shows you what's below in real time with edge-to-edge clarity and no gaps in coverage, all so you can turn must-watch detail into non-stop action. Only from Humminbird.
Folks, I've relied on Johnson Pump products for many years, and now they're even better. Check out the new Aqua Void Bilge and the Aqua O2 Aerator.
The best advantage with the new products is no tools necessary to replace your motor cartridge. Quick watertight connector and the same easy change cartridge. With the new motor cartridges, we have a high efficiency impeller and a low amp draw motor. To the angler, they're going to have faster fill of their live wells, and they're going to have better aeration along with a faster evacuation of their bilge. This pump will fit on any boat. It has a multi-configuration inlet port as well as a 360 rotation outlet port.
Johnson Pump, reliability on board. Oh, this one feels a little bit bigger, Rob. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that rod bending there, folks. Ooh, I'm not going to rush this guy in, Robbie. I'll tell you, there we go, man. That hit pretty close to the boat, too, Rob.
It looked that way.
Yeah, a lot of times, folks, they'll follow that in, and as soon as the trajectory changes, that bait starts coming up, they don't want to let it go. Whoa, there we go.
Come on, it's only a half-hour show.
I know it is. Okay, here's our leader material coming. What do we got, Rob?
Oh, a nice pike.
Oh, that's a dandy. Oh, I'll tell you what, folks, I'm in heaven. Warm day in October, catching fish on plastics couldn't be any better. And you know, Rob and I have fished this particular lake quite often, and it's got muskies, it's got pike, but the pike here can be pretty big. I've seen a 40-incher through the ice, haven't we, Rob?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see him.
That's a nice chunker right there.
Now you can tell that's a beautiful build on that fish, isn't it, Rob?
It's just a nice...
What, about 33?
Maybe 30, 31.
Is that all, really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's the way it's built like that.
Yeah.
And so these fish all using these green weeds, buddy.
Yep.
You know, it's not rocket science, is it?
No.
All right, you want to release him?
Yep.
Yeah. But, you know, that's the thing up here, folks. You know, we're all musky walleye nuts, but there are a few lakes, especially when you get into late fall, where these bigger pike will come in, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, everything wants to feed right now. You know, the bigger female fish need to build up body mass because, you know, through the winter they do that to get ready for next year's spawn. There we go, John.
That's the shiver minnow, huh?
Yep.
I thought that was mainly a summer bait.
No.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Okay, what do we got here?
I got a piker.
A little guy or a good one?
It's not quite as big as yours.
But you need the net there?
No, I got it.
But no, that shiver minnow, folks, is a wonderful bait. And I always thought it was mainly used, Rob, in July and August, but not true, huh? So
Yeah.
like I was saying, though, a nice chunky build on that
Yeah,
fish.
I mean, if that's one that you want to eat, you know, that's a eater-sized pike right there.
Yeah,
But,
and what I was going to ask you, though, no, seriously, that shiver minnow, I mean, it's just a tremendous summer bait, but you use it late in the fall like this.
oh, yeah, it's actually better when you have, like, a clean bottom because, you know, you want to have that bait crash the bottom hard, poof off either mud or sand, and just keep hopping it. You know, it's same process of what you're doing with the plastic, but just a hard bait.
It's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2024 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Mark Hertig of Rio, Wisconsin. Caught this 55-inch muskie on the Bay of Green Bay using a super shad. Gary Green of Pewaukee, Wisconsin got this 23-inch smallmouth bass on Pewaukee Lake using a hike crawler. Sue Schreiber of Waukesha, Wisconsin caught this 34-inch lake trout on Eagle Lake with calyx from Andy Meyer's Lodge using a tube jig. And Pat Gorski of Muskego, Wisconsin caught this 42-inch northern pike on Muskego Lake using a Kalen's lunker grub. And this week's first kid winner is Dash Dock of River Falls, Wisconsin caught this 14-inch crappie on a lake using a jig and plastic on his birthday. And Michael Hager of Apple Valley, Minnesota caught a huge largemouth bass using a plastic on a lake. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. These Beaver Dam tip-ups just arrived, and there's limited inventory. The Pink Breast Cancer Awareness and the Snot Rocket Northern Pike Black Tip-Up. Each are only $54.99.
When you're meeting with a client, it's so important that you're present with them and you're listening. I've heard lawyers say your job as a trial lawyer is to read the law, understand the law, make the argument. You can't get emotionally connected with your client. I completely disagree with that. In order to tell your client's story, you want to learn what's important to them. Sit down and have a meal together. Learn about their family. Learn about their history. Learn about where they're from. You have to emotionally connect with them. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
Oh my gosh, look at the head on that. And look at that mouthful of weed. Look at that pike. Are you having fun with the tip-ups?
Having a great time. Love Beaver Dam.
Oh, look at that, Blake. Holy cow.
Oh my God.
Look at that pike, Blake. Oh my gosh, look at the size of this pike. Oh gosh. That is a trophy pike right there, pal. Oh man, is that gorgeous. Look at this guy, folks. This is a beauty. Oh, wait till you see the tummy on this guy. I missed that last one. Let's see what we got here, Rob.
I don't know.
And we moved up a little shallower, folks. And we got ourselves a largemouth bass. Talk about multi-species, but it is kind of interesting, folks. So we talked about all program long, we were fishing that deeper water, that 16 to 20 feet. But sometimes this time of year when the sun hits the water in the middle of the day, these fish can move up shallow, can't they, Rob?
Well, yeah, I just thought, let's go up into some real heavy weeds up here and see what we got. I mean, it's so abnormally warm today that, sometimes fish do actually move shallower when you do get this little bit warmer weather, like, we got the sun right above us now. There we go, John.
Boy, we got to talk about this. What do you got there?
Feeling like a pike, I'm guessing.
Kind of funny. We got to talk about this when you get that in, Rob. Seriously. The first couple hours when we got out here this morning was awesome, and it was like somebody turned a light switch, wasn't it?
Yeah, the wind switched, and I think that had a lot to do with how the bite went,
Right. So, I suppose you could hang in there until nighttime, but we don't have that pleasure today, so. Henry!
John?
I'll tell you what, it's been after a great start, a slow day. And what do we got coming in here, Big Hen?
Got a walleye.
We got a walleye. Good job there, Henry.
What do you know?
No, tell the folks how interesting that was. We got out here this morning at 7:45, and it was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
And
then it just died.
I mean, died completely.
Yeah, we've had hours with one fish here, one fish there, but maybe it'll turn back on again. Like Rob said, some clouds are moving in, so we'll see what happens.
And the weather is gorgeous.
It's a beautiful day.
What do you got? What do you got?
I have the teensiest pike ever known to man.
Now wait, we gotta talk about that. Now that seriously, hook and line, that could be a show record. That, Rob, that seriously, that is a show record. And you're telling me that does not take skill?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, no, seriously, dude, that is amazing. That is what, 8 inches long? If?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, congratulations, my friend.
I think we'll let him go.
How was the hit?
Actually hit pretty hard.
Yeah, really. No, hold that up one more time. I mean, look at that, folks. That truly is the smallest pike ever caught on John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Nice job there, Rob.
There we go, John.
I am so proud of you, Henry. You know, it's been kind of a bleak afternoon, but you're coming through.
It has been a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. I'm hoping it's a walleye.
I think
Maybe
it's
the
a
walleye.
pike, I believe.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, there's
piker.
a flasheroo. A nice pike, Henry.
A burping.
Yeah, that's a nice, you know, this particular lake, Rob, I am really so impressed on the build on these fish, you know. And what are your limits normally on your lakes for pike up here?
Most of them don't have a size limit.
Right.
I mean, pretty much, I would say 90%. And it's, 5 fish in a day.
And tell the folks how good they are.
Oh, yeah. I mean, pike are actually a very good eating fish. They just get a bad rap because people don't know how to clean them.
No, if you get the Y bones out of there, folks, I'll tell you what, Henry, that meat is as white as can be.
My rod up and I got a
Hey,
fish
Robbie,
on.
Now look at that. Robbie's got, let's see what he's got.
I got me a nice walleye.
Hey, yeah, hold those guys up together. Go up there, Henry. There you go. And kind of really, looking at this day, to me, it's really interesting. I mean, we got out here, the bite was on, went through a 3-hour lull, and you said, no, just hang in there and fish the same stuff, and they're biting again.
Yeah, we're back on them.
So they didn't leave, I guess is what I'm saying.
Right.
Rob just said 5 more casts and we're going to move, and we've caught a couple of fish in a row here. I don't know, this kind of feels walleye-ish, Rob.
Well, that's what we're fishing for.
I don't got that head to get the head shakes like I had before. There we go. No, actually not a bad, if you want to just hold them up there, Rob, not a bad, if you want to get food, if you want to come up north, no matter what time of year it is, and I just love northern pike when you take the Y bones out, but you can come to some of these lakes, catch, 5 that size and have a great fish fry for the family, right?
He wasn't even hooked.
Really?
He was just holding on.
But seriously, right?
That might be a little bit on the small side, but if you were to pickle them, that would be a great, pickling size.
And there are some lakes where it's actually a good idea to remove some pike.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Moved into some shallower weeds here, and I think you got a bass on, Henry.
I think so.
I saw that jump out there, buddy. Yeah, he came up pretty good. Here he is, and we got ourselves an LMB and an SMB. What is it?
LMB.
Yeah, small one there.
Oh, I got one too.
Oh, Rob's got one too. Not bad.
If I got a bass, I got a pike.
You got a small pike? Or?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, you guys are doubling up here, guys. I like that, 2 at a time. Nothing big here. But, wind this time of year, if you guys want to hold those up together, Henry, you can move right up there, buddy. Not big fish. But, when you get, is it the same in the summer where you want the wind blowing into these weed beds?
Yeah, we don't really have it blowing in here. It's kind of paralleling, but, again, we got a little bit more heat of the day and thought, well, let's give a little shallower spot here a go and see what happens.
All right, Rob. Hey, I want to thank you for spending extra time with us today, Rob. What do you got there, buddy?
I have a piker.
Piker, you need some help?
Nope.
But yeah, I know that, I know it's Friday night and you usually got to get back to Fibbers because you got big crowds for your fish fry, but hey, thanks for sticking it out with us today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, John.
Got one here, Rob, right after your little pike there.
Nice.
I'll tell you, that was a neat hit. That was a tick type hit, probably is a pike.
Yeah.
But that's all right. I love those hits on the plastics, folks. Okay, Henry. Okay, what do we got there? Ooh, nice walleye.
Nice walleye.
All right. Whoa, there we go. Flipping in a big old walleye there, guys. That is the kind of hit, folks, when you're using plastic that you just really love. And when you're ripping that thing up and when it's falling, and Rob, when you get that ticking line like that, they're aggressive, and look at how he ate that. What's that, a 20-incher, Rob?
It's probably darn close.
Yeah, beautiful walleye. And again, we've had just a fabulous day, and maybe this last half hour will pay off big time. You moved up there with Rob, huh?
Yeah, I decided to come up here and take a little bit of his spot.
You know, no, but with this kind of wind, it's easier to fish towards the back of the boat, you know?
Yeah, you got to cast in one direction. Oh, a little pikey.
Not bad though, buddy. Been a fun day, hasn't it, Hen?
It has.
Yep. Good job there, Hen. That's a tiny guy.
It is a little guy.
Now, I don't know, Henry just caught that small pike. This feels not very big. Well, now he's getting a little bigger. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, Robbo.
What do you need?
Another Walski there, buddy.
All right.
There we go. Look at that. You know, interesting, you know, he started out the day today, and I really honestly thought that minnows would be the ticket, but the jerk minnow has been a solid bait today. And Rob, that is the deal. When you get 2-3 guys in the boat, like you said earlier, everybody try to find something different so you can get a pattern down, right?
Yeah, but I just got a bite on a minnow right here, John.
Okay, well, let's see if you got another Walski coming in. You got him?
I got him.
All right.
But yeah, you know, this fish had to interrupt it. But yeah, when you've got, especially when you've got multiple anglers that are all good fishermen, except Henry, I mean, you have to try different methods, you know, whether it's a shiver minnow or some type of jigging spoon. And I got the smallest walleye of the day, but
actually on some of the lakes up here, you can keep that size, right?
Correct, yeah, some of the lakes that are under the 14.
For more information on St. Germaine Lodge, Fibber's Restaurant, and Fishing with Rob, call Rob Manthei. That phone number is 715-891-0049. 891-0049.
It's football season, and if you're looking for a quick and easy hors d'oeuvre, I got the thing for you. It's the Johnsonville rope sausage. It's pre-cooked, made with 100% premium pork. All you have to do is cook it on the pan until it's golden brown, and you can serve it with your favorite dipping sauce. Let's give it a try. That is so good. Johnsonville rope sausage. Find it at your favorite retailer today.
Get ready for the ride of your life. Right now, we have amazing deals that you can't miss. From rugged trails to family fun, the Yamaha Wolverine is built for it all. And with our exclusive financing and customer cash options, your dream ride is closer than ever. Experience the ultimate blend of performance and versatility. Don't wait. These deals won't last long. Visit your local Yamaha dealer today and start your new adventure.
Pete, I'm getting too old for this.
So John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. Don't know we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.